Holy shit, what the hell did I just watch? I turned on episode 9 of Akudama Drive expecting something good, but what I got was just a fucking masterpiece. That was amazing. That episode was every bit as good as episode 4 of Jujutsu Kaisen, maybe even better. What is up, y'all? It's your man Dad Dude, bringing you guys another video. I'm giving out subscriptions down below, so go hit that button. I'd appreciate it. I mean it, guys. Like in my video on episode 4 of Jujutsu Kaisen, I raved about how good the episode was. I went on and on, used all these superlatives, talking about how great it was. What Akudama Drive gave us in this episode was maybe even better, and that means a lot coming from me because so far I think that Jujutsu Kaisen has been a fucking masterpiece. But what Akudama Drive accomplished in this episode was just something totally unexpected. And I like Akudama Drive. I like the series so far, and I still did not think it was capable of reaching the heights that it reached in this episode. The whole tone of the show, or like genre of the show, just totally flipped up from episode 8 to episode 9. All of a sudden the show became a psychological thriller or a psychological horror or something like that, and it was amazing. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I said a few videos ago, either in my video on episode 6 or 7 or whatever, that the relationship between Swindler and Cutthroat was going to go bad at some point. The obsession that Cutthroat had with Swindler, that kind of obsession is not healthy. He's so unhinged that it was just bound to go bad at some point. I knew at some point in time he was going to try to kill her, and that is exactly what happened in this episode. He went ridiculously crazy. We all knew Cutthroat was unhinged, but man, what he did in this episode was, I didn't see that coming. But hey, I guess you don't earn the name Cutthroat without some merit. The dude walked into the executioner's headquarters, massacred everyone in there, stacked their bodies into a shape that he would later refer to as a cake. A fucking cake that he made for Swindler. That's some dark shit. The way he was stalking Swindler around the building, while it was tropey, but it was also done so well. I sometimes don't mind cliches and tropes when they're masterfully done, and that's what we got in this episode. You could really feel the fear Swindler had, like the fear that Swindler was feeling. You could feel that as the viewer when she was trapped in the bathroom. He was banging through the bathroom door. You could really feel that. That was such a well done scene. Swindler was running in fear until she really had no other option but to fight back. That's all she could do. I do think it was kind of bullshit that Cutthroat wasn't able to dodge Swindler's attack. We've seen him dodge the attacks from executioners, but somehow he cannot dodge Swindler's attack. Now, I guess you could rationalize that by saying she caught him by surprise and he was injured, and those things do kind of make sense. And as good as this episode was, it's a very small nit to pick. I'm not going to dwell on that much. Like, I saw the scene, I was like, I kind of expected him to dodge it and that to go a little differently, but she got him. It is what it is. It didn't diminish the episode at all to me. Besides what was going on with Cutthroat, another thing that made this episode so crazy was the sentences of Kanzai. Holy shit. They went straight on apocalyptic mob justice on the Akudama. They were killing Akudama in the street, literally cutting their heads off. That was some real psychological horror type shit right there. That was extremely dark because it plays on what people can do when they're driven by fear. The Akudama they are killing, if they even are Akudama, aren't really a threat, but all reason goes out the window when people are driven by fear. They can do some absolutely horrible things when fear is a driving force, I should say, and you need a scapegoat. And you have the easiest scapegoat you have are the people you think are Akudama close around you. You can just kill them. And they're just killing people in the street. They were dragging them to the police station, trying to get a reward for the people they just killed. Extremely dark shit, but it was fitting with what was going on because there was events that led to the citizens being so riled up and living in so much fear when you know that there are Akudama out there that have killed executioners or that are on the run for the executioners but have not been caught. And then Cutthroat was killing people, and then you had Swindler posted thing online, and then everybody got riled up. And we had people in such a heightened state of emotion, and then the major driving force behind what they're doing is fear. Again, some real atrocities can happen when all those things come together. There was so much going on in this episode that I almost forgot to talk about Hoodlum and Doctor knocking boots. Props to Hoodlum. Besides Doctor being a crazy, conniving bitch, she's still fine as hell. So props to him, man. That took guts to get into bed with her, considering that, hey, man, you don't know what she might do to you. She might inject you with something, use you as an experiment. You never really know. Also, it seemed like we were really close to getting a big reveal with Doctor when she asked Hoodlum how old she thinks she is. Being that she is able to heal herself from almost any injury, it would not surprise me at all if she were able to somehow reverse the effects of aging. I really don't know how it gets any better than this going forward for Akudama Drive, but I said something similar after episode 6, so what do I know? I am done doubting this show. I am all in from here on out. If you didn't enjoy this episode, maybe you just aren't into psychological horror or thrillers, but beyond that, I would just question your taste in anime because this episode was simply amazing. There's no other way to put it. Alright guys, that's all I have for you in this one. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Also, subscribe if you are so inclined and share. It would help me out a lot. If you didn't like the video, hit me up in the comments. We can talk about it. I respond to almost everything. I'll see you guys in the next one.